Hello, my name is Lianne and I have just finished planning and prepping for our coming homeschool weeks. And I thought I would share with you how I divide up our sabbatical schedule, how we use it, and what our weekly and daily schedules look like. I'm going to go through kind of the curriculum that I have planned and prepped for my junior high. She's 12, so she would be going into 7th grade, and my kinder and my preschooler as well. Our schedule. So our homeschool schedule is very relaxed, very flexible. I have decided to use the sabbatical schedule, and all that means is 6 on and 1 off. So we work for 6 weeks during school, and we take 1 week off kind of as a vacation week. My kids get to do whatever they want. What this does for me is it gives me some time to reflect on the previous weeks, how things went, if I need to readjust anything, if we need to slow down or skip ahead, then this is a perfect time to do that. It allows me to also prep for the coming weeks and plan accordingly, which is great. This schedule also prevents burnout. With 1 week off every 6 weeks, it's great for not only you, but also your homeschooler. If anybody has been homeschooling for any amount of time, you know that burnout is it's a thing for sure. Because I only plan 6 weeks at a time, if I do end up needing to readjust our learning path, then I'm only readjusting those next 6 weeks. I don't have to readjust a whole year. There's just complete flexibility with it. And you can use a curriculum that you've already bought. Totally will work with that. Another really cool thing is we school year round, which, every 7th week off is enough of a vacation. But we school year round, and with the schedule, it just about matches up to state laws for the requirements of homeschooling for most states. You'd have to check your own laws, but I thought that was really cool. I divide the 6 weeks 2 ways. For my 12-year-old, we do 2 3-week terms, and her right now she does history, science, English, math, and she also does art. For my kindergarten and preschool boys, I divide it into 3 2-week terms. And all this does for them is it's more of for me. So we'll read 1 read aloud book for 2 weeks at a time. And we'll do crafts and activities and learn about it within those 2-week terms. And then we move on to the next book. Daily schedule, weekly schedule. So I fought so hard to have a proper schedule for homeschool. I think a lot of people go in really wanting to have this. They have this, this grand idea of how they're going to homeschool their kids. I really was kicking myself for not being able to start school at 8 o'clock and have our day perfectly time blocked through 3 o'clock, completing all of our 8 subjects that I wanted to include. It's just like, let's be real. Let's get realistic. So instead of trying to continue to do that and feeling like a failure, I decided to school around our natural schedule, what we were already doing. For me, my husband's days off are Tuesday and Wednesday. We observe Saturday Sabbath. We generally wake up around 9. My husband goes to work at 12, and he's home around 9:30. So looking at the schedule tells me where school will fit in with our life. So we school Sunday, Monday, Thursday, and Friday between 1 and 8 p.m. If this schedule doesn't show what homeschool freedom is, then I don't know what will. Junior high. So for my 12-year-old, this is what we are doing. For math, we just follow this book here. We just do 1 lesson a day. Super easy. Follow it through. For history, we are reading this textbook, and we are going to do 1 chapter every 3 weeks. And at the end of each chapter, she needs to create a presentation for me and her dad. The next two chapters that she will be reading is Ancient Egypt and Ancient Israel. Her last presentation was on ancient Mesopotamia, and it was really good. She even served us some MRSA. For science, she does an oral report. She gets to pick whatever topic she wants. She has been choosing life sciences, though. I don't know if she's noticed that. And she will do all her research and everything. It is a 5-paragraph essay, and this actually serves twofold. It's not only science, but it is also English. And now in English, I am actually reevaluating what we're doing. So this term, what we're going to do is we're going to do a poem analysis on Just Folks. And we will be reading When I Was Your Age, maybe doing a book report, I'm not quite sure. But she also does art 2 times a day. For my kindergartner and preschooler curriculum, the books that we are going to be doing is What Pet Should We Get?, Home Builders, and What is a Reptile? So for the What Pet Should I Get?, we are going to hopefully go to the pet store for a field trip. I have a few worksheets that kind of go along with the pet theme, and I also created a game in PowerPoint to play. We will also kind of go over what God says about animals and how we should treat them. For Home Builders book, we are going to be building lots of animal homes, I am sure. We will also be playing another PowerPoint game that I made to figure out who lives where. It'll be super fun. Yeah, that's kind of it. We'll do like an animal, like a home and animal matching game also. I am really excited for our What is a Reptile, because we are going to go to our local reptile house for a field trip. So excited. Definitely will want to share that if we go, when we go. I also have a really fun craft planned out. We're going to be making snakes out of egg cartons and yarn. And I actually have that already prepped because I really want it to go smoothly. And it's just, that's one way to make sure that we do it. So worksheets. We do worksheets. My boys enjoy them, so we do them. They have all sorts of different skill levels. So yeah, I think it's great. It's great practice on gluing and cutting, and I like them also, so it works for me. And for my 4-year-old, he's actually going to be turning 5, so he will technically be in kindergarten. He's already reading and doing really well in math, so we are just going to do English every day and math every day. So math, he actually has a curriculum that he follows, so we just do 1 lesson a day. And then for English, he has some readers. We do phonics games and worksheets, and he also has like a speed reader game. Lots of resources. He's really doing awesome in that. 3-year-old, he is 3. So he really likes to be involved with what we're doing, but I'm not really, on a learning path with him. He's just kind of more for the fun. So, yeah, he's just kind of in with it. And then, of course, I need to make sure that I have extra papers or worksheets or activities for our 1-year-old. That way, she's busy while we're doing the learning, but she also likes to be included. Their schedule has a lot of room for open learning and impromptu painting and crafting and all of that. So now that I had everything together, I needed to clean up our homeschool cabinet. I just need to make sure everything is where it's supposed to be so we can find it next week in the coming weeks. I did make my boys some new morning folders for them, and I needed to fill in their pencil pouches. So those go where they can get them themselves. Everything's just straightened out, ready to go, and that's it. I have the next 7 weeks are planned and ready to go. I just need to open up my mom binder and go from there. And that's it. Thanks for joining me today. I will put up my homeschooling resources video if you need any fresh curriculum ideas or if you're looking for some new resources. Don't forget that they are all free.